Today I'm going to be discussing wonder weapons and their... Oh, I don't know. Today I'm going to be discussing wonder weapons. They are one of the things that make Call of Duty Treyarch Zombies different from apart to the other zombie game modes like Left 4 Dead or let's say Extinction with the aliens, which was the one. Well, I'm going to be naming all of those and hopefully under 5 minutes. If this does work out right, good for me. So number one, we have the ray gun, which it's not going to be in under 5 minutes. I was on a laugh. First off, we have the ray gun, which was introduced in Nakdo and Toten, the first wonder weapon. This was in Nakdo and Toten in World at War. So this was created. It wasn't created down the line when people actually got into zombies. It was actually straight up created. And the ray gun it still remains in one of my top 5 kind of wonder guns, I guess. But the ray gun is the first Call of Duty Zombies wonder weapon, and it still is to this day one of my favourite. Number 2, if we go in chronological order, don't know what the fuck that means. We have the Wunderwaffe, Wunderwaffe. I don't even know how Mr. Waffle does that. Now this thing was a beast back in World at War. This was a beast also back in Black Ops 1. And it never returned in Black Ops 2, and it just went to shit in Black Ops 3. This was by far one of my favourite wonder weapons. I always looked at this when I was playing Kino de Toten. I always looked at the past the past maps like De Reese and stuff. I was like, I really want this gun. It's insane. When I got it, I went straight onto De Reese when I had the Resurrection map pack, and it was beautiful. I loved this gun. Definitely one of my favourite wonder weapons in the top 5, obviously, along with the ray gun. And it just is a fanatic or phenomenal wonder weapon to actually use. And it's great to use that you can train and then you can just kill a whole horde off like that. But it obviously was nerfed. I think it was back in Black Ops 3. But that is the Wunderwaffe that was introduced within... Actually, it was introduced within Shino Numa. It wasn't introduced within De Reese. It was introduced in Shino Numa, but its originality home is in De Reese. Number 2, or number 3, I should say, we have my favourite wonder weapon. Of course, it's the Thunder Gun. I mean, who doesn't like the Thunder Gun? The Thunder Gun, its feature is literally a jetpack. Well, a jet kind of thing. I don't know. Literally is a boss. You shoot it, they all go flying. It is one of them. It is my favorite wonder weapon of all time. Zeus Cannon, just an awesome name. One of them. It's just a brilliant gun. I really cannot stress that enough. It is brilliant, and I love Treyarch for doing that. It's a really good feature that they implemented. A good wonder weapon, and hopefully it returns. But if it does, well, I don't really want it to return because, like the Wunderwaffe, it will just lose its kind of credibility, or will use its credit because it will just get nerfed and it'll be really bad, etc., etc. But yeah, Thunder Gun number 3. It is the third wonder weapon out of the wonder weapon saga to be made. Next, we have the Winter's Howl. Now, the Winter's Howl was actually a really good gun within 5, and it returned with Verrückt, and I think it was in other maps. I don't really want to say, but it was in 5 and then returned obviously within Verrückt. Hold up, I need a burp. And this thing literally froze the zombies. It was a really, really good gun to use. Not really too much to talk about. And its Pack-a-Punch version was the Winter's Fury, where it turned to fire, so it was literally the opposites. But yeah, nevertheless, a good gun, but not in my top 5. But it is the 4th wonder weapon to be made. Next, it is between the Scavenger and the VR11. Now, both of these guns, well, no, actually, one of them is really good. The Scavenger is so sick. It reminds me of the Intervention, the way it cockbacks and everything, the reload animation. And it is absolutely beautiful gun to use within Call of the Dead, and obviously helps you to kill George Romero. He's a bitch, but a lot of people have complained about him, and this gun really just tops off the Call of the Dead map. And it was the 5th, if I'm correct. Yes, it was the 5th, no, 4th, I don't even fucking know. It was the 5th, joint 5th, in the Wonder Weapon saga. Next, we go on to the VR11. Now, this was just a piece of shit. Literally, it was a gun where if you shoot a zombie, 1 or 2 zombies, I think, they just turn into humans. They run away, the zombies run, and only a few of them run. It's not like there's loads of them. It is an attraction. It has loads of candy next to it, and it's like, You follow me, follow me. This gun is not good, in my opinion, or in my eyes, it is not good. And but this was the joint 5th wonder weapon to be made in the saga. This also featured within Call of the Dead, along with the Wonder Waffle. There was 3 wonder weapons within Call of the Dead. I mean, is there any map that has more than 3 wonder weapons? Moving on to Shangri-La, where the Baby Ray, the Thundergun's competitor. I did make a Wonder Weapons war where the Baby Ray went against the Thundergun. I gave all my information, all my opinions on these guns, and it came out that I really wanted the Thundergun to win. I don't know about you guys, but you can comment on that video. There'll probably be a thumbnail. No, actually, I can't really get the thumbnail back, but go check that video out. It's one of my most popular, and so it should be. It was a flipping great video to make. But the Shrink Ray, or the Baby Ray, or whatever, it's not actually its name, but we'll just call it that for now. It is a gun where it just shoots a zombie and it makes him into a baby. Literally the most pedophilic gun that's out. It doesn't even have to do with that. Moving on, we have the Wave Gun. Now this had 2 abilities. This was a Wonder Waffle in its own, and it weren't good. It weren't really that good, but the main part was the Wave Gun, where it literally microwaved the zombies and they went big, popped, and there you go. A few zombies actually done that. It wasn't just the odd one. A few zombies in the horde would actually get this effect, and it was really, really effective within hordes of zombies and could get you out of a lot of state. The thing that I just had trouble with is when you shoot, there's like 1 second delay before you can shoot again. Really got on my tits. Nevertheless, one great gun within Call of Duty Zombies, and that ended off Black Ops 1. Now going into Black Ops 2, we have the we're not going to talk about that. We had the Sliquify. Now this was the first wonder weapon to come out within Diorite, the first map pack revolution, I'm pretty sure it was. And this was a brilliant wonder weapon before patch. You could get to so many high rounds. Diorite was kind of not the best of maps, but this Sliquify was cheaply made, but it does have a great effect on the zombies, where you just slip and slide, slip, slide. Yeah, you get the gist. And it was a really good wonder weapon. I really did like it, but obviously not a lot of people played the map, so I didn't really find this. I always had trouble trying to find the part for this fucking goddamn gun. If you're still counting, then bravo, you can have an honorable mention. I don't know what your name is, but we are on to the next wonder weapon, which is the Ray Gun Mark II. Let me just take a breath. This gun, let me tell you, is insane. 3-round burst wonder weapon. The only 3-round burst wonder weapon, I think. And it is just a monster, especially with double tap and pack a punch. Oh my, just don't even get me started. It featured in all of the Black Ops 2 zombie maps once you bought the buried map, which was before Mob of the Dead. And this was a really, really good gun to use. Really overpowered, didn't get patched, so I think that's the only good thing about it. Nevertheless, Ray Gun Mark II is definitely in the Hall of Fame for wonder weapons, definitely for sure. Next is good old Blundergat. Now this had three I don't know, 3 options. You could pack punch this, you could also pack punch this with the acid gat, or you could just leave it how it was. Now with the acid gat kit, what a feature they made that. I love the acid blunder, what's it called? Acid gat, I loved it, brilliant gun. Don't really want to talk about it too much because, you know, people might get bored, but it is a very, very good wonder weapon, and I hold its praise for that. It's really, really good. Now, to end the Black Ops 2 finale zombies, they came out with staffs. Now, there was different staffs, and I think my favorite was like ice or fire. Fire was my favorite, and this is an upgraded ice staff, and they competed with the bows. They literally had the same, well, it really didn't have the same effect, but it was really the similar thing, and I think that's what, you know, the Eisendrache got from it. It got really similar features from Origins and Mob of the Dead, but the staffs, I would say a wonder weapon. They're not really going to be fucking made in real life, let's be honest. Nevertheless, great finale to end off the Black Ops 2 wonder weapon saga. Now, if we go on to Black Ops 3, we had the best map ever, Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil. Don't we just love this map? I personally hate it. I just don't like it. I've never seen anything like. It's like they've taken an alien out of extinction and just fucked it up, and they just put it into a wonder weapon. I mean, what kind of thing is that? What is that? Look at his eye, just piercing through, like, yeah, you fucking idiot. Now, really, I've never really tried it. It looks really good to use, but the design is just shit. I don't really have enough to say about that, but yeah, let's move on on that point. And now onto Eisendrache, we have the bows, aka the staff's cousin. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video very, very soon.